Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NORSYAHIDA binti RAMLI and my metric number is 056342. What makes international negotiation different from other types of negotiation? Today, for many people and organizations, international negotiation has become the norm rather than an exotic activity that only occurs occasionally. As we all know, countries can have more than one culture, and cultures can be defined as the shared values, beliefs, and behaviors of a group of people. This what makes international negotiation more complex. It involves more than one country or culture, hence resulting in a highly complicated process. In international negotiation, Fatah and Habib suggest two overall contexts that exert influence on the negotiation process. The first is environmental context, which the negotiators have no control over, for example, ideology and culture. Second, immediate context, in which the negotiators appear to have some control, such as the desired outcomes of the negotiation and also the relationship between the negotiators. Throughout the video, we're going to look into some of the elements in international negotiation that will be pragmatically enacted. The fundamental definition of negotiation differ across cultures. The first scene, which is an act between a Malaysian negotiator and American negotiator, will show us one of the international negotiation situation in real life. Hello, my name is Sarah from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Nice to meet you. Yep, I'm Luisa from United States. Pleasure. Well, we are going to talk about the price of the semiconductor and electronic products that we will be exporting, right? Yep, that's right. So, have your team decided on the price yet? Yes, we have decided on the price, but can we finalize it again in the future meeting? But before this, you say the same things that you have to wait for the confirmation from the higher-ups. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. However, one of our executives is in England, so we have to wait for his confirmation first. I see. From the role play just now, we can see the disparity in culture, which is the power distance between the two countries, in which United States is a country with low power distance and Malaysia is a high power distance country. The negotiation process is getting delayed because Malaysian negotiators tend to seek approval from their supervisors more frequently, while American negotiators are more likely to make a decision throughout the process. The second scene will be a role play between a German negotiator and a negotiator from Costa Rica. Can you lower the price of the products a bit as we import it in bulk? I'm so sorry, we cannot do that as the price is fixed. Well, maybe a company can also include the defected products because we really need the products within a week. Again, I'm so sorry. If a company still refuses to buy the products with that price, we're gonna sell it to the other company. But it is too pricey. It can't be helped, unfortunately. Well, I guess we have no other choice. We will proceed with the payment. Sure. From the roleplay, we can see that the negotiator from Germany perceived the negotiation as a distributive process or a win-lose situation, while Miss Angela from Costa Rica is trying to have an integrative negotiation here.
Hi, I'm AZLIN binti Khamis and my metric numbers is 055977. Selection of negotiator. So this criteria used to select who will participate in a negotiation is different across culture. So these criteria include knowledge of the subject matters, seniority, family connection, gender, age, experience, and status.
Hey, so you're going to Beijing next week?
Yeah, do you have any tips?
So you don't have to worry about it. So my tip is that before you even start your negotiations, so take them for lunch, play some mahjong, because they really like their negotiation. to establish some relationship with them before the negotiation happens.
So from the role play, it is understandable. In China, it is important to establish relationship, connection early in the negotiation process, and selection of the appropriate negotiator can help with this. Protocol. So culture differ in degree to which protocol or the formality of the relation between the two negotiating parties is important.
Mr. Anwar, thank you so much. I'm really glad we can actually make a deal today. So see you around. Thank you. But are you forgetting something? Your business card? Oh, alright. Sorry. I think I'm here. Right. Thank you. You know what? Forget it. Did I do something wrong?
Yes, you did something wrong. For instance, in China or Japan, for someone who forgot to bring their business card and pass them with one hand is considered very insulting and breaching their protocol. Communication. So culture influences how people communicate both verbally and non-verbally. So there are also differences in body language across culture. So a behavior that may be highly insulting to one culture but it is not to other culture. So let's see. Okay, so are we ready for our negotiation?
Hey, can you take the book behind you?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi, thank you. We see each other, right? Come. Oh. What? You know, like hug?
In the United States, people shake hands forcefully, while in Europe it is very quick, while in Asia it's often rather limp, laughter and giggling. So in the West Indies, it is considered as humor, like I did.
So you can see in this project, so we have like, so I don't actually understand it, but I don't know why the number is like this, number is like that. Right, so, oh yeah, so next.
While in Asia, it often indicates embarrassment and humility.
Okay. But can I get you back?
So the most country in Pacific Rim, public expression of deep emotion is considered very ill manner because there is an extreme separation between personal life and public life.
Hello? Okay. Okay, so we're going to discuss about this number about
In Latin America, withholding your emotion is considered as mistrust. So maybe in Latin America, it look like this.
Yeah. Okay. So about the number, I'm really sorry. I just got the news that my cat died. I'm sorry.
Hi, my name is Atiqah Anwar. My matrix number is 055483 and now I'll be continuing the presentation. They say, in every group of friends exist two kind of people. One that is always on time, and another one is always chill lah dulu. In negotiation between different cultures is no different. My god, where is she? It's been almost 1 hour and she's still not here? Huh? Hey, where were you? Hey, do you realize or not? You've been 1 hour late. You think we got all the time? We can. Hey, what? Let's go, mama. Some cultures, like the US, they are more sensitive towards time, hence why they are more punctual. They will always try to be on time to show respect to the other person. Okay, so Miss, I know you're like very busy and you have a lot of things to attend, so I guess that we'll stop here and oh, it's fine. I'm sorry, what? No, it's okay. There's no need to rush. Okay, but your secretary told me that you have 4 meetings, 2 dinner, and like 3 conferences to attend later. Oh, yeah, I'll be fine. On the other hand, some cultures like China and Latin America, they don't really care how long the negotiation take time, as long as the outcome is successful. Okay, so we spent exactly 10 years on this matter. Yeah, because we don't care how long it will take us. As long as we get what we want. That's right. Every culture has different ways of dealing with risk. Some cultures are said to be more information hungry. They need a lot of information in order for them to act. Okay, so later we have negotiation with a company from abroad. So here are your information regarding this matter and this and this and this and this.
Much later.
This and finally that. So are you willing to take the risk? Can I have more information, please? Other cultures, they are willing to take risks, even though they have very little information. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, they say. Okay, guys, so later today we have a negotiation with the company from abroad, and so far what we have gathered, we know nothing. Sounds good to me. I'll take the risk. In individual-oriented culture, like America, usually only one individual is responsible for the final decision. Okay, I think it's better for us to do it my way. No. I think it's best if we do it my way. No, you have to listen. No, it's right when we do this. No, it's obviously my way, okay? It's obviously mine. It's obviously the best. Alright, enough. As the leader, I'll say that we'll do it my way, okay? But in group-oriented cultures like the Japan, they are more likely to have a group responsible for the decision. So here are my plan. I think that we should do it like this and like this. So what do you think? I think that's very great. But I think if we change it a little bit here and then we change this here a little bit, yeah, I think that would be better. So what do you think? Right. So I think if we change a little bit of here and a little bit of here, and yeah, we're done. So what do you guys think? Yeah, I think that looks great. Wow, okay, that's great. I think this will really work. Okay, since we have all agreed on this, so yeah, I think we can proceed now.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad SHARIZAM bin HALIL SHARIZAM. My mention number is 055442, and I will be explaining and role-playing for nature of agreement, emotionalism, and also low familiarity. It has an important effect both concluding agreements and on what form the negotiated agreement takes. In the United States, agreements are typically based on logic. For example, the low-cost producer gets the deal are often formalized and enforced through the legal system. Mr. 1, in my opinion, the contract offered by Company Z is more valuable than Company Y because even though both of them fulfills our condition, Company Z offers 15% less cost than Company Y. I agree with you, Secretary A. We will take Company Z contract instead of Company Y. In other culture, however, the deal may be based on who you are. For example, your family or political connection, rather than on what you can do. Mr. 2, the son of Tan Sri Dato' Alpha is willingly to form a contract with us. But at the same time, the son of Dato' Beta also wants to form a contract with us. Who should we go with? Secretary B, we will go with the former because he has more powerful connection than the latter. A memorandum or MOA in short is a written document describing a cooperative relationship between two parties wishing to work together on a project or to meet an agreement upon objective. And MOA serves as a legal document and describes the terms and details of the partnership agreement. Americans will often interpret the memorandum as a completion of agreement. It's a pleasure negotiating with you. I look forward to our future. Chinese culture, they treat memorandum of agreement as a way to formalize a relationship and to signal the start of a negotiation, which were favors and compromises. Thank you. Here are some suggestions regarding the project. Emotionalism. Culture appears to influence to the extent which negotiated display emotions. The emotion may be used as tactics, or they may be natural responses to positive and negative circumstances during the negotiation. Hello, Mr. BB. It's a pleasure to meet you. A pleasure to meet you too, Mr. A. Hello, Mr. W. It's a pleasure to meet you.
He just had to be white.
A pleasure to meet you too, Mr. C.
He just had to be Caucasian.
Low familiarity. Employ agents or advisor as a unilateral strategy. Thank you for accepting my request, Mr. C. I am very unfamiliar with the other party culture and decided to hire you as my advisor as you are more familiar with their culture. Thank you, Mr. M. You have made the right choice by hiring me as your advisor. Bring in a mediator, which is a joint strategy. Okay, now I've explained the objective for both of the party, and I hope both of you knows what to bring to the table in this negotiation. Okay, I think it's better for us to proceed with A instead of B. Why? Because A will give us more benefits than what B can offer to us. Mr. M, it is highly recommended for you to know how their culture approach to negotiation, because it will help you to deepen your understanding on how their culture negotiate with other cultures. Induce the other negotiator to use your approach, which is also a joint strategy. Another option is to persuade the other party to use your approach. There are many ways to do this, ranging from making a polite request to asserting rudely that your approach is the best. Mr. C, I honestly think that my approach is the best way for us to close the deal, because
He is polite. I'll go with his approach then.
I refuse to acknowledge that your approach is better than mine. As I clearly stated in my approach, there is less risk compared to yours, which may put our whole project in jeopardy.
What a rude manner, but somehow his approach is much more ideal than mine. Like it or not, I'll go with his approach then.
My name is KHAIRUNNISA AFIFAH BINTI JASRI and my matric number is 055695. This tactic involved negotiators consciously modifying their approach to appeal to the other party. Negotiators using this strategy to maintain a firm grasp on their own approach, but to make a modification to help relation with the other party. The example, if acting in a less extreme manner, eliminating some behavior and adapting some other party's culture. What do you think about the products? Do you like it? And I like, because we also give you the FOC for the logistics, because we come from America, we need to send it back to China, you know, all of those kind of things. And don't forget about the feature. We also have the feature, the latest feature for the phone, which is the ID face lock. You don't want to miss it. Well, I think it's a great offer. Well, is that it? Anything else? The latest feature is very good. You know, it can attract younger generation more to our phone. strategy involves both parties making mutual adjustment to find a common process for negotiation. This strategy requires a moderate amount of knowledge about the other party's culture and at least some facility with his or her language. For example, comprehension, you understand what they were talking, even though you did not understand how to reply to it or speak using the language. Bonjour madame, je veux macaron. How can I order it? Bonjour, we do not make macaron until this June. Désolé. Sorry? Sorry, but we do not make macaron until, God, I really need that for my office party as it will be the main dessert. Can you help me with it? Let me think. I'm very busy with the bakery lately. You see, there's a lot of people right now. If you can make it on Monday, I will pay twice the price. Okay, I will adjust my schedule and you'll get it on Monday. Strategy involves adopting the approach of the other negotiator. To be completely successful, the negotiator needs to be bilingual and bicultural. In essence, the negotiator that using this strategy is not act like a Roman, but he is a Roman. And also, this strategy requires a lot of expenses, a lot of money, and also in the preparation of time. May. Yes, boss? I wanted to expand my business. Do you have anyone in mind? We need someone who can understand us and understand the other culture as well. I know a guy. He is a China-born man. I was thinking of sending him to Cambridge and study the Chinese culture. To use this approach, both parties need to negotiate and have a high familiarity with the other's party culture and a strong understanding of the individual characteristic of the other negotiator. The flexibility is strength because it allows the approach to be crafted in the circumstances at hand. If there is any problem occurs in America, you make sure that all the employees of America assist them with it, not the Canadian. And if there is any problem occurs in Canadian, you make sure that all the Canadian helps them. We'll take note on that. This strategy allows negotiators to create a new approach that may include aspects of either home culture or adopt strategies from the third culture. Professional diplomats use such an approach when the custom, norms, and language they use transcends national borders and form their own culture. It works best when the parties are familiar with each other and have a common structure for negotiation. Mr. Arthur, hello. Well, I think it's such a great day for you to come over here and discuss it with us. Me too. Pleasure to have this business visit like how you did on my place last week. Cross-cultural negotiation is becoming more typical as the globe becoming interdependent because of the globalization and in an international economic interaction. It can be difficult to figure out how to negotiate in cross-cultural circumstances. In cross-cultural negotiation, above and beyond the issue of the personal styles, techniques, one must consider the cultural differences because communication may arise. By understanding the cross-cultural negotiation will help you to negotiate better.